Alright, today's video is actually going to be on Zippo rivets, and the quality and how it's gone downhill over the years. Now, this has been happening for a long time, and I'll show you some examples here because I have a plethora of Zippos throughout the years. But it's going to skip a little bit because I don't have one from like in the 70s or anything. I have 50s. I got a 1990s, or actually 1990s, and well, that's butane, so I can't use that, and a 2022. This is my carry, that's why it's so scratched up. But so yeah, we can go over it. This is actually a Zippo Barcroft lighter. They were basically a tabletop lighter of the. It was from 1953. I dated it, and you can see it's got the original insert, and we can pop him out. And so I guess we'll start there. We'll show how it went downhill. So first of all, these ones are cool. They only have markings on one side. I don't know if you can see that. Let me get to focus. So they only have markings on one side. Now let's focus in on this rivet. The first thing you notice is, well, it's like the ones on the 41 replica that's got a hole in the center of it. But another thing that probably stands out to you is it's not like stainless steel, like all the new Zippo rivets. It's actually copper. You can see the other side, that's the smaller side, is where it was riveted down. See that? And I'll tell you what, this thing's indestructible. Like, look how tight this flint wheel still is. Oh, and I bet this was copper down here, but I had to re-rivet it, and I didn't have a copper rivet. That one was probably copper down in the chimney originally, but I didn't have one. But then, even on the back, it's a copper rivet. So that's pretty cool. And I'd never seen that, but it is the most sturdy rivet I've ever seen. Now, if we move to the 1990s, you can see that the back rivet is stainless steel, because you can see this one is rusty. It was actually my uncle's originally, but you can see it's rusty, so it's stainless steel. And then you can see, look, it's still got a good back, but these are, I believe, stainless steel rivets. It doesn't have the hole. And let me do a side by side here. Just look at the difference in thickness. If we do a profile like this, you can see this one is just, you know, it holds on a lot better. It's a lot bigger in diameter. Or I guess not that much bigger, but I tell you, it is a lot more sturdy. Now, I have put very little use on this, and you can see, and my uncle, I don't think, used it very much either, but you can see it's very wobbly. Whereas this one, 1953, keep in mind, it's quite significantly older, and I think it's either got about the same or even less wiggle. It's hard to do with both hands, but you can see that. It doesn't have much wiggle. Now getting into the, pull all the inserts out, how about that? So we can see them all. Put them all down here. Alright, next up we got the, pull it out as well. We've got the 2022 insert, as you can see. And you can see, we'll compare that to the 90s one. Look at the difference. Now, at first, it doesn't look like a huge difference, but if we look at the back, that's where everything kind of changes. Now, this one is still, the 90s is still quite a bit chunkier than the 2022 one. Now, if we look at the backs, now this is where stuff starts to stand out. Notice the difference in quality of the bend. Look how that one is rounded over, and this one's just like barely in there. And then we'll go to the flint wobble again. This is the 2022. Right, this is 2022 right here. And you can see that it is wobbling quite a bit. 1990s. Yeah, it's got a little bit, but nothing like this. You can see that versus this, which is pretty crazy. And then we put the 53 up here in the mix. Now we've seen the 53 compared with the 90s. Let's go to this. Look at the difference, okay? And tell me that the rivets haven't suffered. I mean, even if we just go to quality of the insert, look at the difference in thickness. And another thing that stands out is look at the weld. 50s, beautiful weld, seamless, versus this junk right here. I mean, it's so much so that this thing has a little lip on the inside, if you can see that. See that little lip down there? Like right under that hinge? That a modern insert will not go down there. You have to hammer it on the back a few times to get it to fit, because these hinges were just welded so flat. So yeah, inserts have completely gone downhill in quality. And I mean, what are we gonna do about it? Complain to Zippo? I mean, that's probably not gonna work. They've got all their machines calibrated. Now I will show a slim insert, just so we can. I didn't really look at this before the video, but heck, I got one sitting right here. So this is compared to the 90s. So the slim looks compared to the. Now this is a brand new slim, or not brand new, but 2022 as well as this. So compared to 2022 insert rivets here, you can see it's still got like the 90s rivet almost. See the difference? Because if you look, they haven't updated their machine from like then, I guess. Or I'm not an expert, but I don't think so, because it's still printed sideways. Or that could be because it wouldn't fit across. I don't know. But I'm pretty sure that's the reason. It's because they haven't upgraded their machine. But that's all. I was just looking at that and thought that was interesting and that I should share it. So that's the end of the video.